Good evening. Hello, or shall I say good night? It is almost bedtime. Well, it is bedtime for me, but it's live, so I have to be obedient to the spirit. My name is Valerie C. Thompson, and I was created to encourage, inspire, and uplift. Now, I don't know who this is for, but I'm going to share a little bit more about narcissistic relationships, or shall I say situationships. I say situationships because a situation is a set of circumstances. It's a location, it's temporary, it's not permanent. Relationships are when two people connect. And usually in a narcissistic relationship, you ain't really connecting, but your mind would have you to believe that you are and you settle. So I feel an urgency in this season to support the woman again who knows that she's in a narcissistic relationship. She knows she's in one, she wants to come out, or the woman that has come out back. Again, I ask you to please like and to share. It may not be for you, but it may be for someone that you know. I do not normally go and do lives at this time because it is past my bedtime. However, again, I felt the urgency in my spirit to share something. So there's a lesson that has to be learned. If you were in a narcissistic relationship, again, I'm talking to the woman that knows that she's in one or that she was in one. Understand that there is a lesson to be learned. If nothing else, you should have learned how to love yourself because the narcissistic person doesn't have the capacity to love you. It's not love you think it is. You should have learned how to value yourself and know your self worth. You should have learned how to provide some self care for yourself. And you have learned how to motivate yourself and empower yourself because the narcissistic person doesn't have the capacity or capability to do it for you. Like they're not going to do it. You can wait day in and day out, sun up to sundown. They're not going to do it. And even if they throw something at you, it's not real because they don't have it in their spirit to do it. And it's okay. So the urgency that I feel in my spirit is again supporting the woman who is in one and wants to come out, or supporting the woman that has come out and has a desire to go back, meaning there is purpose on the inside of you, and God is calling you that you can move in purpose on purpose for God's huge purpose. Your purpose is not to stay in something that is no longer serving you. Learn the lesson and move. Again, it's a situationship. It's temporary. It's not forever. And so what I realized is, and I'm speaking to myself, when I was in it, the desire to want it to change no matter what, but it never did. It never did. It changed when I changed. Again, learning to love myself, learning to motivate myself, learning to encourage myself, learning to speak life to myself or over myself, and understanding that it was a season and it was for a reason. Many are called, few are chosen. I'm chosen. You're chosen. And that means perhaps, maybe, just maybe, you're the one that is going to break the systems and the cycles in your family unit. Maybe you're the one that's going to dismantle those lies which have kept you from owning your truth, meaning you watched your mother in narcissistic relationships, or maybe your grandparents, right? You don't want your children or your grandchildren in the generations to come to do the same thing. So you're the one that's standing in the gap. You're the one that's called to do the work. You're the one that's called to rock the boat in that situation. A reason that you feel uneasy in your stomach. There's a reason that you feel anxious. There's a reason that you thought that you were crazy and you're not. Understand, when you feel something in your spirit, your intuition, that is your truth. And so as women and men too, right? But I'm talking to the women. Sometimes we stay because we want it to work. If you have children with this person, if you have some assets with this person, you have a house, you have a car, you got some bills together, you remember the good times, but the bad times outweigh the good times. And so you want it to work. But the reality is it's never going to work, and it's okay. So I encourage you to do your research on the narcissistic person. There are many types of narcissistic people. Do your research and understand the one that you are involved with. And guess what? You might be involved with one person, but that person may cover all of those different narcissistic people, right? Or characteristics. And it's okay. But you got to know why you're there. What lesson have you learned? And is it time to come out? Don't overstay. You're welcome. Learn the lesson and move. So again, I am here to support you on that journey to help you dismantle those lies that keep you from truth. There's a quote, right? To thine own self be true. Understand your truth and move forward in purpose. That is why we are here for a limited time only. Again, there's an urgency in my spirit. This may not be for you, but it may be for someone that you know. And most people are embarrassed. Most people are ashamed. Most people are in denial. But until you reveal it, you got to acknowledge what you're going through. So you have to reveal it, and then you got to deal with it, meaning it's coming up for a reason. Something ain't right for a reason. I don't feel right with this person. I feel anxious. I feel like I'm walking on eggshells. Whatever the case is, you have to deal with that. And 9 times out of 10, it's usually you got to do some healing work. Then you got to go on the journey of healing. Healing is not a one and done, but you have to start the process. And sometimes it's a little deeper. I am not a therapist by any means. However, I know that I'm here to coach the woman who has been in a narcissistic relationship, or the woman that's in one and wants to come out. If you have some deep trauma, then you probably should go see a therapist. If you have some surface trauma, then we can talk. Okay, because it's about you moving and not being stuck anymore. God has a purpose for you. So it's time to come out. And the reality is, it's about taking massive action. If you know something isn't right, then it's up to you to investigate that. It's up to you to ask questions. And when I saying ask the question to the narcissist, but ask the question to God. Like, you sit with yourself, ask the question, and wait for God to reveal the question. I mean, the answer to you on how to move forward. Wait for God to give you specific instructions on how to come out of what is no longer serving you. Because again, there is an urgency in this season. We are all here collectively together in this time for a reason. There is work to do for the kingdom of God. And we have to be in position. We got to be on point. We have to be ready to fight a good fight, to run this race, and to be able to do it with boldness, to be able to do it with authority, to be able to do it knowing and understanding who and whose we are. It's about our self-worth. It's about value, and it's about self-motivating. It's about focusing. It's about being here right now and understanding, again, many are called, few are chosen. You are chosen. So get the lesson, understand that you have learned how to love yourself, if nothing else. And that's the best thing in the world. You've learned how to apply self-care to yourself. You've learned the mastery of motivating yourself and empowering yourself and doing whatever you need to do to come out. There are people who are positioned to help you. I am one of them. I am one of them. And so I invite you to a discovery call with me to join the art on how to leave a narc. There is art in all of this. Like, you got to get creative. But again, when you come out, you will have a desire to go back, because that's traumatic bonding. Like, it's there. And most of the time, you like this person. You have love for this person. But deep down, this person is not for you. This person, like, you could never grow together. And if you grow, it's only going to get to a certain level. So I encourage you to just really be true with yourself and to stop, just stop operating in a lie. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to dismantle those lies that keep you from truth. And the truth is, you've tried. The truth is, maybe you have even done some therapy. Maybe you have even hired a coach. Maybe you have done everything you knew how to do, but the person that you're with thinks there's nothing wrong with him or her. The person that you're with thinks, I don't have no issues. I'm cool. I'm good. But if you know better, then understand it's your season to come out. It's your season to own your truth and rise. And that's really all I had to say. Again, please like and share. It's not for you, and that's fine. It may not be for you, but it may be for someone that you know, because we all know someone who is in it, or who was in it. Maybe they don't talk about it, but trust me, lots of people, it doesn't matter what your culture is, it doesn't matter what socioeconomic your background is, what what you come from, ethnicity. It's a lot of people deal with a narcissistic person, whether it's their husband, their wife, their boss, their parent, a friend. They're all around. So understand it. Do yourself a favor and work on yourself. The best thing that you can ever do is work on yourself. Love yourself even harder and take massive action. Don't wait. Take action now because God has something more for you. Again, we were all created in purpose, on purpose to move in God's huge purpose. My name is Valerie C. Thompson. I was created to encourage, inspire, and uplift. And I hope that you were blessed, and I hope that there has been something that has been shifted. I hope that the atmosphere has been shifted. I hope that your mindset has been shifted. I hope that you are not overthinking what you need to do in this season as it relates to leaving the narcissistic person, and or if you have left, not going back. No backtracking. It's all about forward march. God has so much for you. God bless you. Stay encouraged. And again, reach out to me for a discovery call. DM me. I am here to support you on this mission because it is time to come out of all of that, dismantle the lies, own your truth, and rise. God bless.